Hello and welcome to Trending in My Life. So this is the start of me talking about my move. I introduced it on my podcast yesterday, and this is continuing, letting you know how we got on this weekend trying to find somewhere new to live. And just to catch anyone up who didn't listen to the podcast, we've had 2 months' notice to leave the house that we've been in for 3 years. The landlord is selling all his properties and moving abroad. So it's a bit scary. It's not a lot of time to find somewhere new to live. So let me bring you up to speed with what happened yesterday. Got up in the morning and started searching online on websites, and there's usually an option to send an email to the person that placed the ad, which might be the owner of the property, or it might be a realtor, an estate agent, and you've also got a phone number usually to ring. So we were emailing to start with to see what response we got. Some of the responses, they wouldn't arrange a viewing, and they just wanted to know a whole long list of questions about your job, how long you've worked there, how long you've been in the house you're in, and have you got any criminal judgments against you, stuff like that. Anyway, so you go through a long process of answering lots and lots of questions, and then they start asking you, well, what areas of London would you be interested in living in? What size of property? What's your budget? Anyway, so we had that from people online, but also locally there was 2 places we could actually walk in and go through the same process, but you could walk in and talk to someone and explain the situation, that you're in a hurry to find somewhere, kind of thing. So yeah, we did that yesterday, and then I had some feedback from some this morning. One of them said it had gone. Another one said they'd got a tenant that they were in negotiation with. So that was those. I could cross those off the list. And then we were going at the search in a different way. Yesterday we were doing the search just starting in our local area, and then sort of moving out to areas still nearby stations that we know and stuff like that. And today we did it completely differently and put in that we want a 3-bedroomed house and we want it for a certain budget. And because of that, it brought in a whole lot of different areas of London we don't know and stuff like that. And we sent off emails to those agents that we'd never heard of, estate agents, realtors. So then we'll have to wait to hear back from them Monday. I think there was a certain amount of realization that, you know, you see a property online and you're like, okay, I can send an email, I can phone the agent, and then we can arrange a viewing today. But that's not how it seems to work. The agents are will book a few days ahead. So you might ring them up, but they'll sort of say, well, can you do Tuesday evening or Thursday morning or stuff like that? And with working, it's fitting it in around work. And not only that, I work a long way from home. So I have to get back here if it's in this area before I can go to a viewing. And some of the others I could go to, the areas we looked at today, I could go to on my way home from work. So there's an awful lot to think about. And yesterday I found that by the time I got to the evening, there was a sense of sort of being mentally exhausted from concentrating and from constantly thinking, how can we do this, and what next, and have I missed something and stuff like that. And it was odd. I wasn't sad, I wasn't miserable, I was just kind of, how did I describe it? I'm trying to think how I described it. it was like I was gloomy, but not in a sad way. But the mood was not despairing, although it would only be one step to go there. but sort of it. I mean, I'm very positive generally, but I found by the evening, having worked so hard at trying to start everything going, that there was definitely a sense of, oh, that's all I can do kind of thing. Start again tomorrow. And then I found this morning when I got up, I was much more upbeat. It was Sunday morning, and had a cooked breakfast to make Sunday special, and then spent 2 hours doing searches online, comparing properties, stuff like that. And we definitely did send emails out to places which I know are sort of what I'd term dodgy areas of London, not particularly safe. But it's one of those things that if you can get a place that's big enough for our stuff and in our price range, then you'll just have to be really careful walking from the station and, be much more aware of your surroundings. So yeah, that's about where we are now, except for the fact that today I've also done my first box of packing. And if you can see up here, there's 2 bare shelves, and those shelves I've emptied today. And because they're in front of the running machine, I had to squeeze in and climb on a little stool to empty them off. But they had books on, and they had boxed board games on. And some of the books will go to a thrift store, and some of them we're keeping, and the games I boxed up. And it felt really good to have a first box ready packed, because it's one of those things you can't put it off. You've got to start packing, no matter how near or far from actually finding a property we are. We have to start packing. It's really important. For anybody in this situation that's moving home, I guarantee you'll need twice as much time to pack as you think you do. We learnt that last time. And the number of days you've allowed yourself, or the hours you spend packing, you think, oh, well, there's always tomorrow, there's always next week, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you'll have more. You've always got more than you think you have. We actually, when we moved in here, we flattened the boxes, and there's an understairs cupboard, and they're all flat in the understairs cupboard that we can reassemble and use. And that was because they cost us a lot of money. We didn't realise how much it would cost to pay out for all these boxes in order to pack things in. So we definitely weren't getting rid of them. A few of them got ripped or broken in the move, so like the cardboard was broken. So I know we haven't got as many as we moved with, but we've still got a substantial amount, which is great news. Yeah, and these are my new glasses that I got from the opticians that I said that I was going for something a bit different. They've got this purple across the top, and it is taking me time to get used to them. But the lenses are because I've got varifocals, they're very good. They switch from one to another without me having to constantly sort of line up my face in the right angle to read things close up or on my computer and stuff. So yeah, they're very good, but I am still getting used to them. And weirdly enough, it depends where I am in London whether I've got them on or not, because I feel like because they're a little bit different, they draw attention to me more than if I was just in my metal ones. So I will not wear them in certain areas. But I mean, that's very true of London life anyway. If you're going into an area where you feel you don't want to stand out and make yourself a target for someone to mug you, you will dress down. You'll dress down and blend in more. And that's just life in London. But yeah, that's bringing you up to speed. And like I mentioned in the podcast, I'm going to do these little bits of updates. Things aren't coming out on their regular days like usual, podcast was yesterday on a Saturday. Usually it's on a Monday. Videos are usually on a Friday. This is Sunday. It's going to come out whenever I can do it. I probably will continue to do some shorts which are flowers. I film these as I'm going along the road. I take photographs of flowers that make me smile, and that's a very relaxing thing, and some people seem to enjoy watching those shorts, so I may continue to use that to fill in days when I'm not filming things, because it's time. When I get home from work, if I'm then starting online searching for properties and replying to things and stuff like that, and trying to pack a box, then I just can't fit in filming and editing videos as well. So but I am going to do these updates. These update videos will let you know what's going on. So please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and come back next time. Bye for now.